I'm gonna give Scarl the scent of that little cleaning cloth that was in the case. And I'm gonna have him like a bloodhound track down the glasses.
You know he's a fucking lizard, right?
Yeah, he's
this
a
is
talented
such bullshit.
lizard.
Like,
Are you using anything to speak to Scarl, or are you just hoping?
He knows what I want.
oh my god.
Oh man, tell me what happened when you were in Gallus?
All right. Well, okay. So, truth be told, we accidentally released a demon.
Well, we got
We think it may have been Baphomet.
unclear still.
Yep.
You released Baphomet?
Maybe. It wasn't really our fault. The portal was already open.
Welcome back to the Natural Ones podcast, you three. How have you been? It's been 2 weeks.
I'm awesome. I'm so happy to be doing this again so recently after the last one.
I
feel
know.
like
It feels like normal.
it's so great. I'm so happy to be here. I hope everyone else is too.
Yeah, when was the last time we actually did a session 2 weeks after the last one, like we always intend to do?
I feel like we had a good stride in like August or something.
Yeah. Then I think after that, because you have just Thanksgiving and then Christmas and then New Year's, and it's just all so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. November is like the worst month for me to try to do anything. But we're here, and we're here to play some D&D.
Yay! I'm so excited.
So, what happened last time?
So we finished up in. Hold on, let me get my notes here. We finished up. Son of a bitch. Hold on. We finished up in. We're on our way to the Underwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
And we were accosted by a corpse flower.
That is the truth.
We had finished up in the Sunken City. I just can't remember the name of it right now.
Gallus.
Gallus, that's right. Yeah. So we finished up in Gallus, and we met up with Shalou, and we are on our way to the Underwoods now.
Right.
And we have been accosted by a corpse flower.
We killed it though. Didn't
We
we
did.
Yes.
That's where we ended the session.
We made short
yes.
work of it, and
And there was also a dude there. There was like Shalou was there, and also another guy. I don't know who it was.
his name is Kane.
Kane.
I believe he was an ex-boyfriend of Aang, from what I remember.
Wouldn't quite call him an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, I believe it was like a very dramatic, hot and steamy like love affair that went on for an untoward amount of time.
I can get behind that.
You know Snow White and the Seven Dwarves?
Mm-hmm.
Aang. And several dwarves.
Oh, wow.
That's bucket list stuff right there.
Usually you have to pay good money for that.
You do.
I had an in.
You had a whole inn? Jeez. Aang just became my newest hero.
It's thankless work, let me tell you.
So before the campaign, everyone, Aang's character, it's officially canon now. He ran a
Jesus.
bordello of sorts with dwarves.
I mean, I guess that was part of our travel in the world and everything. So
What was it called? Like Whistle Workers or something? Like, what was the name of this establishment?
the name escapes me.
Oh.
Kane may be able to recall.
Well, speaking of that, Kane is not doing so hot. We left off kind of at like a bit of a cliffhanger where Kane kind of like fell into, like, he just kind of collapsed in front of you three. Could tell, like, whenever he did get attacked by the corpse flower, he must have gotten like a quill or a spine in the neck, because you can see like on his neck like a pulsing black ichor kind of like working itself right underneath the skin.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You might want to get that checked out.
He's unconscious at this point. Shalou's there with you. She looks like she's panicking a little bit, doesn't know exactly what to do. Hugh, can you use your cleric powers? He needs healing.
I mean, I guess I can.
Well, can you do it?
Please, Hugh.
What's in it for me?
You see this giant battle axe? He knows how to use it. Could be helpful along the way here.
Helpful to who, though? I mean, do we really know what his goals, his motives, what, makes his heart tick?
Aang,
You just gotta trust me on that.
Do you know this man? You addressed him by name.
Yeah, I know him from my travels before I got to the Roselands. He's a good friend. He's an old friend of mine.
Oh.
Not that good of a friend if you're just gonna, sit there and let him die.
Someone please do something. He needs to be stabilized. I might be able to take him back to Treespire.
I'm not touching him.
Can I try to cast Cure Wounds?
Yeah, I think you just do it.
All right. So it's 1d8 plus 3 or 2d8s.
You tell me, but I believe it's 1d8 plus 3.
I'm pretty sure.
What does the spell say?
On my character sheet it has like a weird. It's like 1d8 plus 3 with like an H and then plus 1d8.
Yeah, so it's 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So I believe that's
the
yes.
plus 3. Okay. Yeah. All right. 1d8 then. Ooh, 7 plus 3 is 10.
Tell me how you do it. How do you cure his wounds?
Cures him real hard.
Like what happens? Like are you holding your hands over his body and trying to hope for some sort of weird light to come out of your hands, or what are you doing?
Yeah, so he collapsed into my arms as we defeated the corpse flower, and I kind of have him laying down on the ground, and I just kind of have my hands hovering over his chest and just kind of, I don't know, cast it. I don't know if there I don't see any lights or anything like that come from my hands, but
all right. And as
I've never actually cast it before.
Well, I mean, you've cast it before because you know the spell, but you just never cast it before on the show.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as you cast Cure Wounds, you can see the ichor under the skin start to fade a little bit. You can still see the point of origin where this giant thistle, has been pulled out of the side of his neck, but you can still see that there's definitely some poison or some kind of vile, organic smelling ichor. His breathing, he's been stabilized, so he's breathing, albeit a little bit shallow.
Oh, that was close. Now he just needs to rest.
All right. I guess should we take him along with us? I don't know what we should do here. We can't just leave him.
No. Well, I'll put him on my horse and guide my horse.
I will take him back. Maybe that's the safest maneuver for all of us. If this is what lies ahead, more of this, I don't think I can be here. I think I need to go back and report this to the Queen.
Okay. We can head on towards the Underwoods. Does that sound good?
You're very close. You'll be there within a day's ride, especially now that you have these horses.
Okay.
Thank you, Shalou. I appreciate the help.
I'll do my best, and I know a couple healers, clerics even, in the medical ward, and I can make sure he's taken care of, and hopefully he'll be able to recover fully.
Can I leave the body?
His body?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I wouldn't let you.
I mean,
let you touch him.
Everyone is staring at him. It would be very, very difficult to do.
I'm gonna roll.
Make a sleight of hand check.
14.
as you attempt to,
Like, I'm just gonna like take his boots.
yeah,
Like, he
as
doesn't
you
need
attempt
those.
to start
Oh my
taking his
God.
boots off. Mind you, this is an adult dwarf. I'm not sure you want to smell those feet. But as you do this, Shalou notices what you're doing and kind of thinks you're doing something else, actually. She says to you, "Oh, Hugh, that would be great. If you can grab his feet, I'll grab him by the shoulders and we'll get him on my horse."
Oh, I'm actually not big enough to pick. I was just making him comfortable. But, yeah, he doesn't need these shoes.
Oh, but his feet will get cold if...
Actually, in my cleric training, I've learned that cold feet are actually really good for gaping wounds. It really helps them heal up faster.
Make a charisma saving throw.
Booyah!
Jesus.
Yep.
Maybe. Let me just see here. Oh, well, if that's what they teach you to do, I suppose that makes sense.
It's science, and I slip the boots off. How valuable are they?
They're probably worth about 10 gold. They're just some pretty mundane leather boots with a little bit of a steel toe and a calf guard as well. They're pretty basic boots.
Excellent. Adding it to my collection. I got a lot of stuff in here, guys.
Can't imagine how you got all that.
I got a trident. I got 8 paintings of diplomats in gold frames. I have a bearskin rug, some satin sheets, a couple brass lanterns. I got this oxidized spoon. I got some quill and paper with the Roseland seal. I got a torch. I got 3 gold teeth. We got a lot of stuff in here, guys.
Proud of you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
As I'm listing on, I'm just like taking him out of my bag of holding and like just throwing it over my shoulder.
Just all willy-nilly?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Does anybody do anything when this happens?
I smack him behind the head.
Oh, Aang, thank you. Would you be able to grab Kane Kane was his name?
Yes.
Can you grab his feet and help me get him up onto this horse?
Sure.
I mean, he is your friend.
Gather up. I'm going to gather up all my possessions.
That's smart, because you're going to be leaving soon, I'm betting. What do you guys want to do? I mean, now you have Kane on this horse. Shalou's getting herself ready to leave and head back to Treespire. She'll be gone within like a couple minutes. Is there anything you want to ask her, like in parting, or?
I guess I would just ask her if there's anything else that comes to mind you could tell us about the Underwoods that would help us in our endeavor there.
Geez, what is this, a job interview? Come on. It's like, what are your biggest strengths and weaknesses? Where's your sense of adventure, Grizz?
I just roll my eyes and I continue looking. I'm just trying to ignore that Hugh even exists at this point.
All I can say is there's a great amount of tension building between the UTC and the monarchy. I fear that this is another coordinated assault on the freedoms under the monarchy. Just be careful, and I will be telling the Queen to send support and additional forces as soon as I get back and have Kane taken care of.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it was clear in Gallus that the UTC was up to some shenanigans, so I just have a feeling that we're going to find a similar spot in
shenanigans indeed.
Yeah. They're definitely involved somehow.
Well, gather any information you can. Be sure to keep any information about the crystals secret. That is of utmost importance, and that is a direct message from the Queen.
You got it.
Can do.
Can't keep secret what you don't know. And I tap my temple knowingly.
Hugh, the living meme. Excellent.
He's nothing if not consistent.
For sure. Okay, so you kind of watch as Shalouse just kind of takes off on her horse, kind of supporting Kane in front of her. And, after a couple minutes, you barely see her form on the horizon as she kind of disappears.
Okay.
Well, that was wild.
Yeah. That was interesting, I guess.
Definitely didn't think I'd see that guy again.
You say so.
Well, should we get on?
Yeah. I guess we just continue north.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's
DM?
correct.
North? Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. What time of day is it?
it is early afternoon.
Oh, okay. So we can travel a little longer before before we get to nightfall.
Yeah, and I think that you would be approaching the Underwoods as night would be coming on the horizon.
Perfect.
So, what would you like to do? Would you like to? You guys tell me. You're approaching the city or the town of the Underwoods. You know that this is the above ground portion, and that the Great Gate has been sealed. As like a refresher from last time.
Yep. And there's the Great Gate goes beneath ground.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how. Okay. Yeah. So I think we just keep approaching, and I guess if we ride into town before dark, that's good. If not, we can break camp before that.
Given the fact that you just fought a giant plant thing, are you proceeding with caution as you get closer to the city, or how are you doing this?
No.
Nah. I think we're just riding. I mean, I think we'll keep a lookout, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, I'm not too concerned. I think we're just
I pull my hood over my eyes and just fall asleep in my saddle.
Oh my gosh. Make a dex save.
9.
Can you roll a d6?
No.
That is
5.
6 points of damage.
I rolled a 5 though.
What d6 plus 1 for every 9 feet that you fall or something like that?
I didn't
know,
fall
but
9
you're
feet.
a dwarf or a halfling, and you fell about 5. There's their full-size horses. It makes you feel better. You're asleep.
I'm on the road being left behind.
We walk for about 20 minutes, and then me and Grizz realize that Hugh isn't with us.
Pretty much.
Huh. It's oddly quiet.
I'm still back in the road, so don't expect me to say anything.
Oh my god.
You guys gonna come back for me?
Nope.
We'll catch up.
I guess this is where our paths separate.
Oh my god. So you're really gonna just leave Hugh there?
I want to so bad.
I know. I guess we probably should go make sure he's okay.
He's sleeping, right?
Yeah, he's sleeping for
Is that
sure.
what
Yeah.
happened? He was sleeping. Do you think he would be awakened if I threw one of my flashbangs at him?
For sure.
Wait. Before you do that, I go into his bag of holding and I take back Kane's boots and put them into mine.
Oh boy.
I throw a flashbang.
Do you,
I chuck it over my shoulder as we're walking
gosh.
away.
Hugh? You are awoken with a startle.
Ah!
I think that's how you actually. That's the exact noise Jerry makes when he wakes up in the morning. Ah.
Getting covered, boys. They're coming in again. Get up. Get to your trench
Oh
position.
my gosh. Yeah, that's real. Hugh, make a Constitution saving throw.
Am I gonna have a PTSD meltdown right now? 19. My constitution
Yeah,
is strong.
you're good.
Dang.
Your hand shakes a little bit as you wake up with a fright, and
And with my lightning reaction, though, I do take my blunderbuss and fire it into the air.
I wouldn't say it's lightning reaction, but it's definitely the reaction of someone who's been woken up from loud noises like that before. And yeah, you do fire off your blunderbuss and alert.
In the direction the attack is coming from.
Well, there's no attack. You wouldn't know where it's coming from.
I would feel it. I'm a light sleeper after all.
Q fires his blunderbuss
Roll a
into the air.
d4 for me.
1.
Hugh, make a dex saving throw. Or not Hugh, Gris.
Me?
Aw. I'll be so mad. Hold on. Let's see. 18.
You are able to.
You have +6 dexterity?
Oh yeah, I'm a rogue, dude. I have +6 saving throws on dexterity. Yeah,
I think also being a tiefling helps that.
I believe it does as well. Yeah. Ha! You can't hit me.
You are just able to jump out of the way in time. Well, yeah.
Just able. Oh.
I mean,
It was his past his ear. He actually didn't do anything. He just got extremely lucky.
but yeah, Hugh, you're up. You're awake.
Should I roll for
No,
initiative?
no. I mean,
All right. Fine, whatever.
I mean, I didn't know that that's the direction this episode was heading.
I'm on edge.
Come on, we don't have too far to go to the Underwoods yet.
All right. I clamber back up onto Little Sebastian 2. Or, actually, sorry, Big Sebastian 2. Grizz's horse is Little Sebastian 2.
That's
I named Grizz's horse for him.
That's probably fair and true. So as you ride into the Underwoods, the sun has completely set at this point. You did not attempt to break camp at all. I think you guys are just trying to make it into the city.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as it's not too dark, that's fine with me.
It's like very dark. No lights on the road. Like backwoods type dark.
How close are we? How close do we know how close we are to Underwoods?
You will arrive to the city by like 8 or 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, we can continue on, right?
Yeah, just keep in mind it gets dark at like 7 or whatever kind of thing. So it's like kind of pitch black at this point.
Oh. No moonlight? Nothing, no stars?
There is faint moonlight, but it is slightly overcast.
What do you guys think? Do you want to continue on, or?
So as you're riding in, you notice that there is a lot of farmland, as described, surrounding the Underwoods, but there's also large lines of trees, ancient-looking trees, going down the path, like the road, kind of, showing the dividing lines between some of the different farms and everything else.
Do you guys want to continue on, or do you want to break camp, or?
I think it's a little late to break camp. We might as well keep pushing on.
Okay.
We wouldn't be able to see what we're doing.
All right, torch out. We'll move on, I guess.
You're torching it?
Yeah, we'll throw a torch out and keep moving.
I'm going to proceed to nod off in my saddle again.
Oh my god.
You fall, we're not picking you back up.
Yeah, I'm not getting them again.
How about you don't notice that I'm not with you anymore? Huh? Maybe be some observant companions.
We did. We came back for you.
Yeah.
20 minutes later.
Well,
How would you know how long it had been? You were asleep.
Using my Walker Texas Ranger skills, I looked at the position of the sun in the sky.
The dark, dark sky.
Yep. Also, eternal clocks.
Eternal clocks or internal clocks?
Both.
Fair enough. Make another Constitution save.
No.
Roll another d6 for me. You're like making an encounter out of this. It's 5 more damage.
What's your health at?
Not great. Okay. All right.
You want to use a potion on yourself.
No, that's for weaklings.
Yeah, you 3 of you have received the equivalent of a short rest, riding on horseback.
Mm-hmm.
You're resting your legs a little bit. Well, I mean, you're still doing some work, and since the 3 of you don't ever ride horses, you're going to be pretty bow-legged tonight. But you're not really feeling that yet.
Okay.
You finally do make it into town, and torches lit in front of you. You kind of see the following as you enter the Underwoods. I don't know how else to say it.
How lush is the Underwoods?
The underwear.
The underwear is lush.
Underwoods.
So like with your torches, you can kind of get the idea that there's like some houses and stuff. There's 3 different paths. You kind of enter right down the main road of town. The Underwoods itself, this is all fairly developed. This place, as you were told by Shalou, has been lived in for quite some time, like at least, the past 1,000 years, since the time of the Rose King. And, not much has really changed. It's all been kind of cleared out and flattened around the entrance to the cave and the surrounding. You see in front of you 2 buildings that look like they could be shops. You see windows and a few items. You see a bakery on the left side as you're walking in. But where do you guys want to go? You come to a fork in the road where you can keep going straight. You can move over to your right or to your left.
I'll follow Hugh.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm gonna go the other.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go straight. I think straight through the middle of town would be most likely able to find somewhere.
So you're splitting up?
I'm going with Aang. We'll go straight with Aang.
Let's split up, gang.
Let's split up, meaning Hugh goes off on his own.
As per usual.
This
Yep.
looks like a door. What's in this? It's okay.
Also, I have dark vision. So I should be able to see if it's dark.
Is it still nighttime?
Fairly.
Yeah,
Oh,
most definitely still nighttime.
Excellent. What building am I standing in front of right now?
You are standing in front of the bakery.
Oh, the bakery.
Yeah.
Can I use Invisible Hand to open one of the windows?
It's unlocked.
Wow, these people are fools. So I'm gonna climb inside.
All right.
I'm gonna just start eating all the sweets.
No, you do it. You eat all the sweets.
Fuck
How
yeah.
many sweets are you eating in the dark?
45.
Do you have dark vision?
No, so I don't really know what I'm eating, but I'm eating them.
All right. Oh boy.
I'm famished. I haven't eaten all day.
That's true. You really haven't. So you're going to spend a few minutes in here, I guess, eating some donuts, some crow nuts.
They're all like stale. They were all made yesterday.
They were all made like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Are they still good?
You ate them.
Wow, guys, I think something's up with this town. This bakery hasn't made any fresh food in a while.
And that's actually something you notice as you begin walking around. Like, you don't really see smoke coming out of any of the chimneys.
No lights or anything?
No
torches lit?
Yeah, no torches are lit. No fires are going through the window. It's extremely quiet.
This is kind of creepy, guys.
I'm going to have Scarl use his lizard sense to see if we're in any imminent danger.
I'm going to draw my weapon as we're walking.
Yeah, Romulus is like on edge, like the fur on the back of his neck is like standing up, and he's not giving off a good vibe.
Can I look around this bakery and see if there's anything I can find here?
Sure. Make an investigation check for me and tell me what you're searching, like what you think you would find in a bakery that you would be able to search out.
Clues. 16. I'm gonna look for like any signs of struggle, like any blood, any like overturned chairs, like things looking like they've been put together in a hurry, like someone got out of there really quick.
That is exactly what you see. Actually, you see a couple of the chairs have actually been flipped over in the front where there's like a couple small cafe tables, and you notice that there was flour still on the table in the back with dough that has risen and got like that weird hard shell around it after you leave dough out for too long, kind of thing. It's actually you feel it. You feel the mold as you're groping around in the dark. You almost actually trip over one of those upturned chairs, making quite a bit of noise as you're doing this. You're not really trying to be suave about it, but you notice that for sure people ran out of there in a rush.
Okay. Anything of value?
You had what, a 16?
Yep.
I would say that you were able to find like, a rolling pin, maybe a couple knives.
I'm taking that.
There was definitely some other utensils that you would find at like a small cafe if someone were to order like a pudding, like a bread pudding kind of thing or something like that.
I'm gonna take all the knives and forks and use it as ammo in my blunderbuss.
Sounds like a plan.
And then once I've stripped the place of value, I'm gonna start a small fire.
A small fire, huh?
Yep. Give me enough time to get out.
As in, like, in the oven? Or just on the floor?
No, I mean, it's dark out, so we could probably use with like a really big torch.
You start a fire.
Yes. Yes. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno.
You start in the corner, and as you do that, more has been illuminated from the fire burning. Hey everybody, Zektown here. I just was taking a moment in the middle of the episode here to kind of say thanks for all the support that you've been giving us online. There's been a lot of activity recently. We recently hit over 5,000 downloads. Look out on social media, especially Twitter, for some sort of announcement for that. We have something very special planned. And, we just want to keep the ball rolling. We've seen so much awesome stuff this year, even though there's so much crappy stuff going on. And we just have one small request. If we could please get like 5 minutes of your time, leave us a review on iTunes, subscribe on Spotify. Anything helps, really. It helps us reach more people and just bring a little bit more happiness and laughter to the world. So thanks again, and enjoy the rest of the episode. Gris, what are you doing while you're walking around this?
I'm continuing
Quiet,
on with
quiet
that.
town.
I'm just gonna follow. I'm following Aang, and I'm seeing what there is. I don't think it's a good idea for us to separate right now. So I'm gonna let him take the lead. Actually, you know what? No, I changed my mind. I'm going the other way, but I'm gonna be sneaky. I'm moving stealthily around the left-hand side as we enter.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Wait, you're going you're going to continue north a little bit?
Yes. Sorry. I would have gone to the right. My mistake.
Got it.
Yeah.
And you're being sneaky? Roll a stealth check for me.
Okay. Oh, that's not super great, but that's an 8. Wait, hold on. No, that's better than that. It's 10.
Okay, with a 10, you're moving pretty sneakily, but pretty sneaky. But you're carrying all this equipment. It's been a long day. You have a horse. Are you still riding the horse? Have you gotten off the horse?
I thought we left the horses outside the gates here, but yeah, I'm not riding my horse. I'm walking.
Okay, you're walking. Well, after a long couple days riding a horse, your inner thighs have become somewhat of a putty.
Mm-hmm.
And you're finding it very difficult to be as sneaky as you normally would.
Okay.
For whatever reason, you're trying to like walk on the balls of your feet, and every fourth step for whatever, the reason, riding a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Every fourth step you kind of have to hop a little bit, and when you do that, like a couple metallic pieces on your armor kind of clang together a little bit, so you're not completely silent, but you're muffled.
Okay.
And you also have dark vision.
Indeed.
So you're seeing all of that as you walk around. Hugh, are you out of the building, or are you staying in the building while it's burning?
No, I've walked out like the back door of the building.
Okay, so you would be like over here. Yeah. And you don't have dark vision, right?
No, but that's why I set this fire, so I can
see. Of course.
Jesus.
Aang, where are you going?
I was walking down this main path, but then I see the light of the building on fire, and I turn around and I just look, and I see Hugh standing outside of the building, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
And I just have thrown my head back into the air, and I'm holding my arms out to either side of me, and I'm just like cackling at the flames as they rise into the night sky.
Hey, Jerry, can you roll me a D100, please?
95.
Oh, boy. Oh, I'm going to love this.
Oh boy.
So, I think it may have been the sweets. Maybe it was some of the bread. But whatever you were eating definitely was spoiled. And the mold that was growing on there seems to have somehow combined with the sugars of the cakes and donuts and cronuts you were eating, and for whatever reason some sort of psychedelic effect is taking over your vision, and your mood is changing, or at least that's the kind of sense you're getting. And all of a sudden you start hearing Fey music following you everywhere you go. Like there's like a very prominent soundtrack to everything you're doing.
I hope it's Hendrix.
And everything that you say going forward for the next few hours
excellent.
is in song. So we all get to hear Jerry sing for the next at least couple episodes. I know how much everyone was looking forward to that. So, Aang, now you're kind of going back to this burning building. Are you going to interact with Jerry at all? Are you going to see him kind of Lord of the Flies dancing around the fire?
I see him going all Lord of the Flies, and I'm like, okay, well, he clearly has something going on, so I'm just going to keep walking, continue to kind of walk down the street here. Because, although, am I able to, what are the buildings that are on either side of me here?
You notice that one of them is a trading post, and the other is a temple to Tyr. You can tell by there's a marking of Tyr inscribed above the doorway.
I'm gonna try to go into the trading post and take a look around in the trading post.
Okay, you didn't have a torch with you, did you? Because I thought it was just Gris that had the torch. Which I don't know how he's sneaking around with the torch.
Maybe that's why I'm not so sneaky, because I'm still carrying the torch.
Yeah. you realize that after you go a few steps, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna win any sneaky awards with this one. Because you don't have dark vision, eh?
Yeah, I don't think I do have a torch. Mm-hmm.
I didn't think so. So you're in the dark. You try the door handle, and it's actually locked.
That's annoying.
If only you had some sort of roguish figure that could help you unlock doors and such.
Hey, Gris.
I come sauntering up anyways.
Do I hear him calling me?
How loud are you yelling?
I kind of realized that there's really nobody in the town, seeing as how there's a building on fire and nobody is coming to tend to it. So I figure that's pretty abandoned. So I just kind of call out.
You just call out.
Mm-hmm. Just give a good shout for him.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Gris...
I mean, all stealth is pretty much out the window at this point.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. There's a massive fire going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Gris, you hear him call out for assistance.
Okay. I go and go to him.
I also go to him. Hang, my friend, hang, my boy. I have a spell you might employ. And I cast Invisible Hand to open the door.
I feel like Hugh doesn't know what Invisible Hand actually does.
Yes, it does. I opened the door from the inside. How many locks do you know are locked on both sides?
Are you casting the spell for the hand to appear inside the trading post?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not just making an invisible hand to open the doorknob right.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, I'm making.
Well, he is high, so
yeah, you are tripping on some really rudimentary penicillin.
straight up Salem witch trials shit.
Penicillin is actually a psychedelic to hobbits.
Oh my gosh! Did you? Well, wait a minute, Hugh. Did you sing that to Aang?
I did. It even rhymed.
Awesome.
It was a little sing-songy, yeah.
All right. Yeah, you opened the door to the trading post.
Kalu Kalay, I've made our day.
Jeez.
This is
It's very like Shakespearean like musical.
Why are you singing and rhyming all of a sudden?
Don't ask questions you don't want to know, otherwise you'll have a row.
Oh, he's high. That's
Can you make a performance check for me, Hugh? I think it's under charisma.
11. -1 charisma.
Oh my god.
that makes sense. That checks out.
Yep, checks out.
Yeah.
So yeah, you enter this room, the front room of this building. There's there's other building.
Oh, up here.
You're over here.
Listen now, my fellow tomboys. There's no need for any cowboys.
That's like a C plus.
Yeah, so you're inside this front room of the general store. You see a lot of dry goods. You see a number of mining supplies. You see a number of dwarven goods. It looks like there was like a shipment that just had come in. It's almost like it's like kind of like a pallet full of metal armors and some axes, a couple warhammers. This may have actually even been the shipment that Kane was with.
I must say, these tools aren't bad. They remind me of my granddad.
What?
Jeez.
All right. So, do I know that they've made their way into that building?
No, all you know is that Aang called out to you for help.
All right. So I'll continue down that way.
And you see a
towards the
massive
building
fire.
then. I already know who made the fire, so I'm just gonna head towards the building, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, as you make your way through the town of Underwoods, you see a general store by name. It's just called the General Store. And you see the door ajar.
That's where they are in the general store.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna continue forward. If I know that they're in there, I'm gonna continue forward past the general store to see what's ahead with my dark vision.
Okay.
Well, aren't you just so special?
I am very special. Yes, indeed.
Wait now, Grizz, don't you go.
Don't.
What are we gonna do with all this cargo?
Stop that, please. Please stop that.
That's literally what 95 says to do on the random table.
Are you sad of this dumb show? If you prefer, I can get my crossbow.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Okay. What is that ahead of us?
It might be a chateau, but more likely a man with a banjo.
Nope, I don't think that's a banjo.
You come across a different building. It looks newer, and at the front of it you see a sign that says "The Lonely Nomad," and it's an inn. And actually there is a torch lit, and there is smoke coming out of the...
Oh, okay. Can I go up to the door and see if it's like locked or?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll do that.
it is definitely locked as you try the door the first time.
Okay. Can I check it for traps?
Sure.
Wait now, chaps, we must be careful. You never might know what will transversal.
What is?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12.
12. The door is definitely locked, and you can tell that someone may have put things up on the other side of the door. You can kind of see through like the cracks on the side when you look really close that there's something on the other side of the door that is blocking some of that light. But other than that, you can't really tell if there's any kind of magical enchantments or any kind of, if you try to ring the bell, there's gonna like be an electric buzzer or something like that, or
Yeah.
the door's gonna fall on you or something like that. You can't really tell anything like that.
Can I do a quick scan of the perimeter and see if there's any other entrances?
Sure. There are a couple windows,
Mm-hmm.
kind of as you see these two A arches on the front side of the building.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. It looks like the panes are shut though; they don't really open,
Okay.
and that's all you can really tell from the front. There's
Okay.
just that one entrance there.
Can I meander around the right side of the building and then back and see what else there is?
Sure. Yeah. When you do that, are you are you just like inspecting all the walls and everything else?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's like any what's it called? My brain just froze. The doors that open up into a basement, bulkheads. If there's any bulkheads or
Are you talking
any other
like
entrances.
a storm doors?
Sure, yeah. Sometimes like a storm cellar or something like that, yeah. Or sometimes you just have bulkheads to get stuff into a building, into the basement.
Oh, gotcha. There is actually a door on the backside. It's a very plain door. It doesn't look like, it's not really meant to be seen by people coming into this town. You're right. They probably do receive shipments and stuff through this back door.
Is it also locked?
Yeah, as you try the door, it's also locked as well.
Okay. I'm going to head back around the side and go find the boys in the general store.
All right. Boys in the general store, what are you doing?
Just out of curiosity, does any of the armor seem like it would be like able to like fit on me? Like looking for maybe some kind of like bracer or like kind of like shoulder armor or something like that. Something to kind of give me a little bit more protection, but still movement and everything. Nothing too heavy.
I feel like that's what you're already wearing, though.
I just have leather armor.
Yeah, and leather armor, it's like a medium armor, right?
I thought that was considered light, but let me look. Yeah, it's considered light.
Okay. Then, yeah, you may take a hit to how far you can move in combat with medium armor on, but you do find a few pieces of some shoulder pieces that tie into a chest piece really nice. It's shiny. You can tell that it's a nice steel, well crafted steel.
Cool.
So are you just gonna loot this place?
Yes.
Wow.
When in Rome.
Okay. Anything else? Hugh, what are you doing? What are you stealing?
I'm tripping balls.
Yes.
Hugh's a pretty honest person when he trips balls.
Oh, okay. What does that mean? You honestly steal things?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what are you just grabbing then?
Like myself, I'm just gonna like hug myself,
Aw. Okay.
start rocking back and forth.
I'm gonna look in the door and see what the hell's going on in there.
Yeah, as you walk into the room, you see a fairly lawful ranger pillaging an empty general store. And you see another you see your halfling companion touching himself appropriately.
I'm gonna look at Aang and be like, Aang, the hell are you doing, man? Come on.
Be like, guys, you gotta feel this. This feels amazing.
Is there anyone in here? Have you guys found anyone? Any signs of people living?
I haven't seen anything.
All right.
Pretty sure we're gonna see some zombies soon.
There's a next door here. There's a boarded up inn, and I think it would probably help to get us in there.
To be fair, you haven't investigated the entire building.
Well, let's investigate the building then. I'm gonna walk in deeper and see what else there is. Go right there.
Yeah, we also couldn't really see a whole lot.
Oh,
so.
well, I have dark vision, so I can see stuff.
And this side of town is being pretty well lit at this point with the raging inferno across the street.
Exactly. That's how I was able to see the armor through the front windows, basically. Why are you blacking out everything around the building now?
Because you guys are inside the building. You don't know what's going on.
Great. All right. I'm gonna look inside the building. What's in there?
So in the front of house, you were able to see everything that was on sale that Aang was going through with his clawed hands. And you see a cash register at the front bar, and it has like one of those awesome doors that like flips up so you can go through, but then it's still a bar when you put the arm down, and you make yourself you check what's underneath the cash register, and you can see there is a crossbow loaded. And then once you actually see a door to your right, leading to the back room of the general store.
Okay. I'm gonna go into that door.
Now, I want to say this calmly, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a zombie.
Are you saying this like in character?
I say that in character.
Oh my god.
I have my sword. I still have my sword drawn from when I was walking around. So
Now, I don't want to sound like I want my mommy, but I'm pretty sure we can't handle zombies.
Guys, I feel guilty about just taking this breastplate.
yeah, it seems a little out of. Honestly, it seems a little out of character for you.
Yeah, I got it. I'll just leave some gold pieces in the cash register for them.
So now you're gonna say you're leaving cash for the owner, and you're just gonna take all of it? That's really terrible of you, eh?
No, I'm actually gonna leave money in the cash register.
Poor Aang. He stole a metal breast, and now he can't get any rest.
I hate everything about this.
Oh my, that was really good. This is gonna be a fun arc. I can already tell. All right, so as you get to the back of house, Chris, you see just like a lot of crates full of different goods. You notice that none of them have the UTC logo on them. And instead of a UTC logo, they have a what looks like a gauntlet holding a large mallet hammer type thing. It reminds you of dwarves for some reason. It just kind of gives you that impression, with like a little bit of the detailing on the warhammer itself. Seems like something a dwarf would make. And that kind of strikes you because you've never really seen that logo on things before. But everything also has labels on all of the containers, so there's nothing really of any kind of surprise. It's really a lot of mundane items, things that would be coming into town to help out the people living here, and other things. Shalou kind of informed you about the GIF and the gnomes and the Dragonborn all working together in the subterranean area. So you can kind of guess that some of these particular metal goods that they're making, and because as you know with your GIF friend Jerry, or Gary, whatever his name
I
was.
like it as Jerry.
I thought it was Larry.
Anyways, whatever his name was, he was an artificer himself, so you can kind of get the idea that maybe that this might be where Jerry, Larry, or Gary came from.
Okay, and nothing else in the storeroom that's of note, really.
Not really. Nothing of note.
Okay,
make a perception check for me.
Ooh, perception is under. Well, that's a 5, so it's not gonna be good regardless.
You would have
6.
Oh wow.
6.
Everything is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Everything seems fine. So, yeah. And that's the whole place, right? There's nothing else.
Yeah, you see that
the back.
Yeah, you see that plain door.
Yep.
And you also see a staircase on the far left. You can probably assume that that's where the living quarters are. I don't know if you're
going up or down.
Going up.
Yeah, I'll head up.
All right. Yeah, you head upstairs and you see like a very comfy loft living space. There's like a pretty decent sized bed there. There's a couple drawers and dressers. There's a large mirror and a large wash basin.
Okay. Just one bed, you said?
Yeah, just one bed.
Hey, well, there's nothing up here. I'm gonna come downstairs and back down the stairs and say there's nothing up there besides a a bed and some normal, living quarters area kind of stuff. There does seem to be perhaps an occupied building outside here. I think it might be worth us taking a look to see if there's any survivors inside. What say you?
Couldn't hurt.
All right, I'm going to proceed out.
You're going to leave the building?
Yeah, I'm going to go out to the other building. I'm going to walk out the front door here.
And I will... and Remulus and I will follow him out because he can see and we can't.
Aang, as you're doing that, can you make a perception check for me?
Okay. 17 plus perception. Plus 3. So 20.
You see something dart past one of the windows as you are... It catches you the corner of your eye as you're...
It's a zombie. Zombie.
Guys,
Hey,
I don't think we're alone.
Hey. Oh, I get in your head.
The front door, is
It's
it open
in
or
your
closed right now?
It's open, and now actually as Aang says something, you see a shadow kind of dart in front of the door that's cracked open. You don't really you don't really see anything, but you see movement across the,
Can I sneak up to I'm going to turn back and say, guys, I'm going to push my hand down towards the floor, and I'm going to try to sneak up to the door and close it gently.
There's Mary Mac, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, all down here, back, and every time I, have a very staccato syllable, I just, poke Grizz in the side.
So I'm going to close the door.
You're trying to just do it, really quietly?
Yeah, I'm trying to close this door, latch it, and perhaps lock it as quietly as possible.
Ooh, that's spicy. Make a dexterity saving throw at advantage.
Okay.
Because you're trying to, be nimble about doing it. And quiet.
So that's a 20.
Oh, yeah. You get it.
Yeah. Is there a locking mechanism, or is it just I assume there must be some kind of lock on this door, right?
Yeah, there's just, a simple latch lock with what looks like a skeleton key on the front side of the door. So you would know, it's just a simple lock that, when you turn the key, it flips up a piece of metal that allows the door to be opened.
Okay, so I'll just close it, and if I can lock it from the interior, I will, and then back away from the door and just kind of try to recon with the boys.
All right, you do that successfully as heck with a natural 20. That was not a difficult challenge for you. But what are you going to be doing? Are you trying to look out a window, or are you trying to?
Oh, well, I'm going to turn around and say, guys, I think Aang's right. I think we have company here. This is the only door, right, to the place.
Correct. There's the front door, and there's also the back of house, which you now don't know what might be happening back there, since that door is also closed.
Okay. So we have company. And Aang, can you tell what's outside? Did you get a sense of what we are seeing here?
I didn't get a good look, but I know I saw something go by the windows.
Hugh, do you have any idea what's going on out there?
Now wait. Maybe they want to be our friend. There's no reason why the good times should end.
Oh, God. Okay. So the back of the house... So this front part of the shop is separated by a wall, and there's a back of the house here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's a separating wall, and then there's a doorway, and then out on your right there was a strong box and a bunch of crates with goods in them, and then to your left there was a stairwell going up to a living quarters.
Okay. The strong box, is that something? Did Aang get inside that?
No, no one
Or was it
actually
open?
tried to open that.
Can I try to open the strong box?
Yeah.
Try to open it.
It's locked.
Oh, I will try to unlock it then.
With your thieves tools?
Oh, of course.
Awesome. What is that?
That is a 13.
Roll it at advantage.
Okay, because I'm good at
Yeah,
it.
because you have proficiency with thieves tools.
That is an 18.
Yeah.
Not great rolls.
With an 18, you hear one of the pins on the lock kind of click up, and you make your next move, sliding the next piece into the second one. And as you begin to feel it turn over, all of a sudden the first pin drops, and you're unable to unlock the strong box.
Dang. Okay. All right.
I can set it on fire and maybe we can burn the
No,
lock
you know
out.
what? Why don't we put this? I'm gonna put it in my bag. Is it big?
It's big enough. It would probably weigh 150 pounds if you tried to lift it
Oh
up.
shit!
Yeah.
So it's like I couldn't put it under my arm or anything.
It would be very difficult to do that. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking putting my bag of holding and trying to open it later, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, I have a feeling that it wouldn't actually fit into the bag of holding. It's
Gotcha.
just too wide.
Understood. All right. Well, at this point, I think it's worth us trying to. If there's I think we should check the back of this building, make sure that there's nothing else in here, and at the very least, perhaps we can make camp in here for the night and proceed out in the morning.
Yeah, I think our best bet is just to hold out here for the night if we can.
All right. Aang, you want to help me in the back of this place?
While he's doing that, I smash my rifle butt against the lock of the lockbox
Sick.
to try and break it off.
Roll a d20 for me.
Hell yeah.
Roll a d6. You have dealt 4 damages to this lock. It is standing strong.
Challenge, you say? I want to take a little gunpowder.
Oh boy.
Or some gunpowder around the seams of the lockbox, and then I'm gonna hold a match to it.
Jeez. As you're standing right next to it,
right in front of it, and do this.
I mean, I'm gonna point it towards Grizz first.
I don't think you. Would you be able to pick that up?
I'm not. I'm standing. I'm standing on top of it, and I'm lowering the torch in between my legs to light the.
That just sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm out of the way of it.
You're standing on top of it.
Yeah, but it's gonna blow outwards.
How much health do you have left?
It's like a safe, right? It's like a sideways opening door, right? Yeah. So I'm standing on top of it, well out of the way of it. It's not gonna blow up. It's gonna blow out.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how that works. You have matches, of course.
Yes, so many matches.
You do the thing. Describe for me how this door blows off the hinges.
Oh, jeez.
I start humming the Mission Impossible theme. Dun, 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 dun. I can keep going if you'd like for the immersion. And I just, while I'm doing this, I'm slowly lowering the torch, hand over hand, as it gets inching closer and closer and closer until finally it touches on the gunpowder, and it starts to sizzle as it goes along the gunpowder trail, and then once it gets to this reservoir where I've piled most of the gunpowder, it just pops open.
Aang, what side of the building are you standing in the front of house?
Hopefully not the same, not across from the safe.
Are you on the left side or the right side?
The right side?
So as Hugh lights this black powder, the door, you hear it go pop, 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 pop. And the door goes flying across, blowing a hole into the wall, the shape of the door, and launching itself at the front of the general store, breaking the glass going through the window. A trickle of jagged orange dancing light now comes through the window as the blaze streams in light. I mean, you could tell after that glass was broken that the windows were just really dirty and haven't been cleaned in a really long time. Definitely more than the 2 weeks that people have been missing.
Jesus.
But because of that, the front of house is illuminated a little bit better in that one area.
I'm gonna search the safe.
Yeah, roll a d12
9.
and roll a d6.
What?
You find 90 gold pieces.
Hell yeah.
And one small emerald worth 100 gold.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Money.
And probably, that was the life savings of some well-meaning general store owner, you know.
Yep. Well, it's mine now. So finders keepers, losers weepers.
How do you become a bard even when you're a cleric? All right. What else are you doing, Gris, to kind of prepare the building, or you?
Well, I'm searching the back. I'm gonna go back to the back room and see what's going on back there. I want to make sure everything's secure before we make camp for the night.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point since Hugh blew out the window and a huge hole in the wall.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you would have heard that.
There's a hole in the wall? Like a hole?
Like through the wall, through the front window.
Damn it.
I'm sorry, sirs, but I may have compromised our mission. This is no longer a defendable position.
All right, that was pretty good. Well, shit. I guess we. Oh man.
And you're going into the back of house?
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to the back of the house. My sword is still drawn, by the way. I actually, yeah, it's still in my hand. I'm here to fuck shit up.
All right. As you make your way back there again, you open the door, and standing like directly across from you, you notice a shape that wasn't there the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pitch black, and with the dark vision, it's dim, and you can make the outline out of a humanoid type figure, but you're not really sure until it starts moving towards you.
I attack it.
You just blindly attack something? Oh no.
Yeah, I attack it.
All right. As you make the strike of your rapier, this ugly, golden-eyed, giant mouth with just like full of teeth, like more teeth than should be in a single location,
Ugh.
amounts of
Hugh's
teeth.
mom.
And you see, like, it had looked kind of like a dragonborn, but wrong somehow. Like, parts of the skin on, like, underneath the eyes had been falling off, and the arms that are now being raised are just too long, and at the end of the hands, you just see these large, pointed talons that are, like, stained with red. And you see, like, a pinkish stain around the mouth and a dark brownish red stain all along the chest of this creature as it screams, running at you as you're going to attack it.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna kill it.
That's where we're gonna head. We're gonna leave tonight.
No!
Oh,
We're gonna start with initiative next.
Oh, you're a real son of a bitch.
Oh
man,
I can't.
Hugh, you called it.
Keep those.
I called it. Zombie.
That's awesome. Ooh, I get goosebumps. Thanks for listening to the Natural Ones podcast. You can find us on Twitter at the Nat Ones Cast or on Facebook, facebook.com/the Nat Ones Cast. You can email us, thenatonescast@gmail.com, or find us individually. You can find Aiden at Alakaya A58. You can find Zeki at Zektown, Jerry at JMEB3RD, or myself at Pat Uglo. Thanks for listening, and is that another natural one?
That was really good.
Hey,
What's up?
it's in your head. In your head. Zombie. Zombie. Hey. Oh,
I'm looking really. I'm looking forward a lot to the next, 2 or 3 sessions where Hugh is just singing everything.
Yeah, so how long does that last for?
You never know. I could get used to it.
If there is a permutation to the trip that's happening, or something else happens, I'll make sure that you roll appropriately.